Okay, so for the lesson today, we are again thinking about if equations are linear or exponential. Problem number one says a library has 8,000 books. So in my notebook, I'm writing down the important information. It adds 500 books each year. So a couple of important words that stick out to me is added. When I think about the 8,000, that makes me think that these are the books that they started with. The first thing I'm going to do is fill out the table. So I'm just going to fill it out. I'm copying this down just for 0, 1, 2, and 3. At year 0, how many books are there? At year 1, how many books are there? Well, since it says I'm adding 500 books every year, that means it's going to be 8,500. At year 2, I'm also going to add 500 books. At year 3, I add 500 books. I'm starting to notice that there's a pattern here of repeated addition. So is this going to be linear or exponential? It's going to be linear. My starting value is 8,000. Letter D says, what is the slope or common factor? Well, since this is a linear function, that means I need to use the equation mx plus b, where m is my slope and b is my start. My slope here is what I'm repeatedly adding by, which is 500. So slope, I would write slope is 500 books per year. The variable I should use for my input, since they gave me this function notation b of y, I know that my input, which variable is going to be my input, it's always going to be the letter in parentheses. So here, instead of doing 500x, since I'm using my y as my input, I should do 500y, because that means 500 every year plus, and then my starting point is 8,000. So here, it's linear because it is repeatedly adding. My starting value is 800 books, or 8,000 books. My variable I should use for my input is y for years. And my equation, I'm going to put in function notation b of y, and I got that because it's given to me in the table right here, equals 500 is my slope times y plus 8,000. A gym customer must pay $50 for a membership plus $3 each time they use the gym. So I know that I'm dealing with my visits to the gym. If I go to the gym 0 times, how much do I have to pay? This is probably going to mean cost of total visits. I had to pay for the membership of $50. If I go 1 time, how much do I pay total? If I go 2 times, how much do I pay total? Does this seem to be linear or exponential? It's linear because it's added. What's the starting value? Is there going to be a slope or a common factor? There's a slope here, and it's constantly adding by 3. The variable I should use for my input is v. It's given right here. And then I have my equation. It says a bank account starts with $10, and each month the amount is tripled. Well, I know that triple means times 3. So after 1 month, now I have $30. And 30 times 3 would be 90. This one would be exponential.